Anglers Extra.
Alex Powers, our catch of the day on the Cape Cod Baseball Network. Alex, long overdue, and really the story that was written about you in the Cape Cod Chronicle recently was about you being the hometown kid. You're not the only one out here on the Cape, but also your second season. What was the first thought in your head when you got on the mound last year for the first and only time out here on the Cape?
The first time I got on the mound, it was pretty much just adrenaline rush. I was just pretty much excited to be there. I knew going into it that I probably wasn't going to stay, so I was pretty much just going out there and trying to do the best I could and hopefully come back the next season if I did well enough.
Right, you responded well at New Hampshire and had a real good season and then added some velocity to your fastball, come back, and now your ERA is in the ones. Can you point to a specific part of the collegiate season where you really took off?
Probably on our Florida trip, I had a game against Nova, who at the time was nationally ranked, and then I came in middle relief. We were down in the game, and in 3 innings I had 8 Ks and only 1 hit and kept us back in the game. And from that game on, I pretty much just took off and had a really good year from that point on.
What was your first conversation when you got back out here with the Anglers for the second year in a row? Your first conversation with Scott Winterburn?
It was pretty much just kind of like he had seen me before. He knew how I did up at school. He knew what we needed to work on coming into it, so it was pretty much just like he already had an idea of what mechanics were, so just getting in there, getting on the grind of what I need to improve on and get better at.
Do your buddies at Nauset High School or any of your friends locally all come out to the games, and what does your cheering section look like out here?
I usually have a pretty good fan base here from all of my friends and family that come out. Usually it's just my girlfriend, my best friend, my parents, and a couple of my old teammates from Nauset will come to some of the games too.
And probably plenty of journalists also paying attention to what you've been doing and also how you've been pitching. Any added pressure considering how many friends and family and also local journalists who you've probably known forever coming up are paying attention to you?
No, not really any pressure because, I feel like to me, to like all of them, I've kind of already proved myself. Like they already like appreciate like my talents, and they're always going to support me no matter how I throw, whether or not. So pretty much the only pressure I put on is for myself.
Kind of an elaborate next question. Take us through your stuff and what you throw, and also the velocity on the fastball, and then also compare it to where you were at this time 12 months ago.
This year it's just been fastball, changeup, slider. The fastball, this year I was pretty much anywhere from like low to mid 90s. Which is a big improvement for what it was last year when occasionally I would only reach the low 90s. The slider has been a really big improvement. It was kind of a show-me pitch last year, whereas now it's developed into a pitch I can throw for strikes and be able to throw out of the zone to get a guy out. My changeup's been my biggest kind of project, just trying to develop a good changeup to complement my fastball.
And before we let you go, kind of a more fun question. You probably have the best local knowledge of anyone else on the team. You probably help everyone out. Would you say that's the case?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of the guys have come to me asking about places to go, what to do around the night. I'm pretty much just kind of trying to help them out the best I can, let them know about any places they can go, and not just necessarily chat about all the surrounding towns too.
So who on this team is the next best at figuring out all the local spots and being able to help everyone out, aside from yourself?
The next best would probably be one of the returners this year. They kind of already know what's been going on, but also some of the guys who have just like made friends with people who are around the Cape, stuff like that. So I don't necessarily know the one person it would be, but my guess would probably be one of the returners.
Alex, days off are normally beach days for these kinds of guys, but you said you didn't go to Fenway because you've kind of been there and done that. What does an off day look like to you, considering that your stomping grounds in your home only about a few miles away from Veterans Field?
The off days for me have pretty much been, I would have loved to go to the beach, but because I'm home, I've got like work that I've been at a job for the last couple of years, so I kind of had to take care of that. But I still get my time off, so I just kind of relax and try to enjoy as much as I can.
Alex, this has been a long overdue Catch of the Day. We really appreciate your time, and we'll send it back. Brandon, back to you. This has been the Catch of the Day. I'm Chris Fitzgerald on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.